Hello. So today I was working in Daniel chapter 3. It's the story of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. The verse is, "The God whom we serve is able to save us." So the first thing I did was prep the page. I put 2 coats on it just to kind of make double sure. And then I decided I cut out the 2 figurines. I wanted to kind of go with a silhouette effect here. So I cut them out and stuck them onto the page with blue sticky tack. And then I decided to color in the letters first. In hindsight, you'll see later why. I guess I should have done that last. So I colored the letters in all black. I wanted a nice good contrast against the flames. So then I started the flames, and I used watercolor pencils, and they're really easy. What you want to do is get a cup of water and your pen and your paintbrush, or your pencil and your paintbrush, and just take a little bit of water on the end of your paintbrush and rub it on your pencil. You might have to get a little bit more, and just kind of start spreading it around, just totally random little blotches. The colors are just going to all blend together nicely in the end, so it really does not have to be, super thought out. Just kind of start putting them on there. I did start with the red first. I do like to use the darker colors first, and so I started with the red, added a little bit of orange in there, and I like to do those first and then add the yellow and just kind of fill in the spaces with the yellow. It just kind of blends it together nicely. And so when you do the silhouettes, you want to make sure, just kind of keep going around until you get all the little things filled in. But you want to make sure, especially around the silhouettes, that you get it filled in really good, so that contrast will be a lot more noticeable. And so what I started to do there is I started to paint over my words. I thought I could paint the flames there, and I could not. It really smeared the ink. So I thought that I would add a couple more coats on there of my sealant, and that smeared really bad too. So at that point, I decided to go ahead and finish the border there around that section with my flames before I made any more permanent decisions. And the nice thing here is just kind of take a second and just keep going. Think of different things to try, and keep going and keep trying things until you get it where you want it. And it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be anything other than whatever you want. So what I decided to do here was just add some red in there, trying to cover up some of that smearing. It did not cover it up entirely. You can still see it through there, but that's my charred look. I'm going to go with that and just embrace it. So I filled it in with that red ink, and it didn't turn out too bad. Like I said, you can still see it, but that's okay. So I finished painting the watercolor around the page. I'm just kind of filling in some more spots with the yellow here, and just working on those final touches on the flames. It looks a little thinner here on the video, I see, but I thought they turned out pretty nicely. So the yellow, like I said, it's just great to really just blend everything together. So when I started to peel these off, the sticky tack really did not want to come off. It was kind of a mess, but the nice thing about sticky tack is it really likes to stick to itself. And so if you get a good old glob of it, you can just kind of dab at it until it comes up. And that did work pretty well, and I really didn't have a problem with it. So I was really pretty happy with how that effect turned out. I did have a little bit of bleeding there in the middle from the ink that stuck to my finger, but overall I thought the white was pretty solid and stood out pretty good. So I just finished it up here with a little border around the edges, and that was about it. So, the side's kind of a mess, but it does show a good flame technique. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed it.